We are back from the break, and the Nuggets are still riding an 8-game win streak, the longest current streak in the NBA. They return with renewed health and renewed vigor. 27 games to go, Nuggets fan. 27! The stretch run is here, and the Hornets are here as well. Nuggets and Hornets on Altitude Sports tonight. Here is a look at the stretch run, and if you look at the odds maker, they've got the Nuggets 5th best odds to win the NBA title. Pretty top heavy. Those are teams that are in the money right now. This could change with 27 games to play. We shall see. You're watching Nuggets Courtside. Nuggets Live, brought to you by your Colorado Honda dealers. Vic Lombardi, Chris Dempsey here in the Colorado Social Club upstairs in the club section. Say hello to all our Nuggets fans in attendance watching tonight. The Charlotte Hornets played last night. What's up, Nuggets fans? Don't get too excited. The Hornets played last night, Chris Dempsey.
Yeah.
And they pulled off an upset. They went to L.A. and beat the Lakers. They come to Denver with very little rest. Second night of a back-to-back. They're going to rest LaMelo tonight.
Yep.
They're going to rest Mark Williams tonight. And the Nuggets got all their big guns back for this one.
Yeah, so hence the Nuggets should win this game then, right? We shall see. Because the Charlotte Hornets were, the game that these two teams played a couple of weeks ago, Charlotte was a very tough customer to have to put away in Charlotte, and so we'll see. But we see Aaron Gordon, Russell Westbrook will be back with the Nuggets here tonight. Be very interesting to see what the Nuggets do with the starting lineup, right? Because Russell Westbrook starting when he left with his hamstring injury, Christian Brown back to the starting lineup. The Nuggets were 7-0 when Christian Brown returned to the starting lineup, and he played great. So listen, I am very, very eager to see what they do with the starting lineup, because I do believe, I know Michael Malone alluded to this might not be the final answer, but I think this is the answer that he would want for his team in terms of who starts, who's coming off the bench, and how those rotations work.
And they'll release the starting lineup here in mere moments, so I can't wait to see the decision that Michael Malone did come up with. Let's go downstairs and join Katie Winge, who is handling sideline duties tonight. Katie, we talked about the players who are returning to form. Any restrictions on those previously injured players for the Nuggets?
According to head coach Michael Malone pregame, Vic, no, there will be no restrictions on those players. Aaron Gordon, Jamal Murray, Michael Porter Jr., all listed as probable coming into tonight's game. They will play. And you guys already touched on this. The biggest storyline coming back from the All-Star break for the Denver Nuggets was, okay, you're healthy. Now what? Coach Malone had some very difficult decisions to be made, and what a great problem for him to have. So we asked him what goes into making those decisions and talked to Nikola Jokic about the advantage of having 27 games to go with those decisions to be made. In tonight's Advent Health coach's comments.
You know, as I said yesterday after practice, it's a great problem to have when you have so many talented players that are playing well and helping you impact winning. We're a half game out of second place after a tough beginning of the year, let's cause everybody. But I always look, it's never just player A versus player B versus player C. It's never that. For me, at least for me, it's always about the team, the collective. How does this help us, we? And then you base those decisions based on those answers. And whatever decision we make for tonight doesn't mean it's going to be for the rest of the season. We have 27 games remaining, a very tough schedule, and we'll have to navigate that. And I'm sure make changes along the way, like we have up to this point. But behind that, the last part of that answer, Katie, would be like also making sure I'm getting guys on the court that play well together. See, it's not just gut, feel, the eye test, but it's also some of the numbers behind it. Well, this guy plays really well with him, maybe not as well with that guy. So you try to make sure you're putting the right pieces out there together so they can have as much success as possible.
If it's going to change, I think this is the time to change for sure, just so you can have a lot of time to start playing the way how you're going to play and play important minutes. So I think this is the time. This is the time. If you want to change your mentality, this is the time to do it. I trusted him in the beginning of the season. I knew that it's going to be a little bit different, and we're going to struggle. And I think that's a good thing because now we know that we are getting better. We get better, so, and we can still improve. So I knew it's going to be a little bit bumpy, but we found a way.
Russell Westbrook also let us know earlier today he's feeling good. He's ready. And in Michael Jordan fashion, Brody back. That's right. Russell Westbrook back in action tonight for the Denver Nuggets. We will see if he will be coming off the bench or in that starting lineup. That was one of the questions that we knew would be addressed when this roster was healthy. I also asked Nikola Jokic, is he expecting it to take some time to redevelop chemistry with everyone now available? And he said, he hopes not, but he wouldn't be surprised if it does. The biggest priority for him and this entire Nuggets team is for things to be clicking at the right time. And this stretch run presents the perfect opportunity to get everyone on the same page and be playing the right way by the time the playoffs start. So now with 27 games to go, you have your rotational players healthy and available. What do you do with these 27 games? You got to get a feel for how you want to be using all of these guys, their minutes, their opportunities. And guys, I loved what Coach Malone said. It's not always just about gut and feel and eye test. It's about what combinations on the floor are the most impactful, are the most successful for the Denver Nuggets. We'll wait and see who's in that starting lineup tonight. And we don't know if that's going to be the way for the rest of the 27 games of this regular season, but this is how they're going to start.
Well, I'll tell you what you do with the remaining 27, Katie. You win at least 20 of those 27, and now we're talking. Good stuff, Katie Widgie.
Perfect.
Appreciate yeah, that's how you get it done. I am scrolling Twitter as we speak to see if the Nuggets have announced their starting five yet, and it's not yet official. So we're going to go with a projection, who you may see start for the Nuggets tonight, and this could change once they make it official. But might we go back to the same starting five that started the season? And this five has only started 13 games together all year.
Yeah, I mean, that's a shocking number, but it really does show you just how in and out a lot of these guys were in terms of injuries and everything else. But look, I think there's something about this starting five that really strikes me. And that is when Christian Brown is in the starting lineup, Michael Porter Jr. tends to have more opportunities offensively, to have an impact on that end. And I think that's very important because when Michael Porter Jr. Gets to 20 points, I mean, the Nuggets record is really, really good. When Christian Brown gets to 20 points, the Nuggets record is really, really good. And so, to me, when you hear Coach Malone talk about combinations of players and what fits together, that stands out to me about this iteration of the starting lineup. Now, when Russell Westbrook is in, I think we get the most scoring version of Nikola Jokic that we see because Russell Westbrook is really, really good at creating gravity himself when he gets into the lane and finds Joker all the time.
Now, they just released it. We were right. Our projections were correct. So that will be the starting five, and Russell Westbrook will come off the bench tonight. We're looking at Aaron Gordon, who returns to the starting lineup. Of course, he's been in and out with that calf injury.
Yeah.
Every time you see his name on the injury report under calf management, you wonder how long he's going to have to manage that calf.
Yeah, and Vic, I think that answers the remainder of the season. Calf injuries are very finicky, and it doesn't take much for it to flare back up, and now you're missing significant time again. And so we saw Aaron Gordon miss the last game going in to the All-Star break due to that calf management. He's here, going to play, I would guess, under no-minute restrictions, but I do not think it's going to be the last time we see him miss a game or two due to managing that calf.
All right, when we come back on Nuggets Live, happy birthday to the big fella who just hit the big 3-0.